Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Everyone, I'm happy to be here. So today, as you know, I've organized my classes around the elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space, and then we have a balancing session. And today we are back on earth. Earth is stability, strength. Keep on going, keep on like hanging in there. And it's funny, today we don't have C with us. So C is usually the big boulder of this group who keeps everything together. And when she's not here, I mean, we can still do it, but it's like, oh, it's a little trickier. And Pam and I had to figure things out and learn to do things. And like, I can do it, but you know, I like when C is here. Okay. The mantra that I've chosen to work with is this: Earth sustains me and each step of my journey, I am safe. Earth sustains me and each step of my journey, I am safe. If you like, you can use the same one, or you can come up with your own. And usually these mantras, I mean, there are mantras out there usually in Sanskrit, but I don't speak Sanskrit, so I pick an English version. And when you look for things, there are things that you're gonna be attracted to certain words or meanings or poems, and that can often be a mantra or something that you need right now. Okay, so let's start with a physical practice. Are we recording, Pam?
Yes, it's recording.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Earth. Earth color is red. Root chakra. Gravity, stability, strength, consistency. The core, and then so it's bones, it's heavy, and then at the same time the core, so I use this many times, and some of you have seen it before. The core is stable, but also the core of me is empty, and that's what all the chakras are. So one part of core is like like the core of me is like the bones and my muscles, maybe its strength is heavy, and yet inside the core it's light. So it's funny how all these elements are always two. Okay, let's start the practice, or the physical practice. So taking your seat, signing up, that's the hardest part. Checking in with earth through your feet, lifting your heels and your toes. Noticing or remember the connection to earth. And then if you want, you can place your hands on your knees. Feel the knees, feel the bones. They're strong, dense, heavy, hold you up. And then maybe if you want to, you can shift your awareness to your sitting bones. Once again, noticing the bones connecting to the chair or whatever you're sitting on. And then if you want, you can shift your weight from side to side, from bone to bone. And then come to stillness. In between the sitting bones is the root chakra. If you want to, you can inhale into that root chakra. And if you want to, you can imagine that from the root chakra, you're growing your spine. You're growing your spine. Every inhale, you're growing your spine a little taller from the root, up through the navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, midbrain, and crown of the head. So just imagine breathing and growing your spine, growing your spine. And then bringing your awareness back down to the heart. Around the heart is protected by the rib cage. Thinking about the rib cage and all the bones, I think there are like 126 joints in the rib cage. It's a very flexible yet strong cage that protects the lung and the lungs and the heart. So if you want to, you can bring your awareness to the rib cage. Inhale and expand the rib cage. Exhale, allow it to release. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. And thinking about all these heavy, strong, dense bones that keep us up. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can start to lift the knees. Lift one knee off the floor and then the other. Connecting and disconnecting with the earth. The soles are connecting, lifting, and then maybe step out. Maybe walking to the other side of the chair, lifting the knees high. The core is working too, lifting the knees. Ginger noticed that this morning it's a beautiful sunny day with a blue sky, and if she has a chance, she will try to get out a few minutes today. And then maybe lifting one knee and making circles, opening up the hip joint. It's a big bone in the body, very stable. And then bringing that knee out, elbows on my knees. Out there, bones in the elbows, bones in the knees. Just notice the bones. Lengthen the spine. If you'd like to, you could bring your awareness back to the root chakra. And then inhale all the way up through the spine, growing and strengthening your spine. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the hands down towards the earth, maybe release the head. Inhale and come back up. Now step that leg all the way over and cross your knees for eagle. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can wrap the foot around the lower leg. I have right leg on top, right arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Feel the shoulder blades, another bones or dense structure, building blocks in your body. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the arms into a full eagle. The hands are moving away from the forehead. And then release. And then lifting the knees, walking to the side, walking to the other side, lifting the knees using the core, connecting, disconnecting to earth. And then back to neutral, lift the the other knee, that's my left, making big circles, stepping out wide, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. So really feel the bones against the bones. And then coming to stillness, lengthen the spine. If you'd like, you can bring awareness to your sitting bones, and in between the sitting bones is the root chakra. Imagine how you're growing your spine from the root chakra. It's getting stronger, more stable, and flexible at the same time with every inhale. You can stay here if you want to. You can bring the hands down, drop the head. Inhale, come back up. And then lifting, crossing all the way over for eagle. Maybe wrapping the leg around the foot around the lower leg. Left leg is on top, left arm goes under. Find the shoulder blades. And really feel those strong, dense bones that build your body up. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can go into a full eagle. Hands move away from your forehead, maybe up towards the sky. And then release. Back to neutral. Let's lift the knee one more time, and then coming into a seated pigeon. Use your fingers, bring them in between the toes to open up the toes. The elbows gently guiding the knee out a little bit wider, opening up that outer hip. And then release, try the other side. Using the fingers to open up the toes, elbow guides the knee out. And then stay there. Earth is about staying consistent, stability, rituals, daily rituals, or weekly rituals, like we are meeting every week here. We've done it for 1.5 years, I think. And then release back to neutral. Okay, now getting ready to stand up. So I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer to the chair. I'm going to widen the toes so I have a good connection to earth. And then transferring the weight forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. And let's do the same thing here, lifting my knees high and walking around. Lifting high, walking. I can step off the mat. I can walk backwards if I want to, or maybe sideways. I could cross my legs maybe. And then coming back to the mat. Now, let's shake the body or arms and bend the knees and really feel the heaviness of the bones in your body. Yeah, shaking the leg, shaking the other, and feel the heavy, dense bones in your body. Okay, let's do 3 sun salutations. So you can start with your feet hip distance apart, or big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. That's your choice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline and then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Earth sustains me and each step of my journey. I am safe. Earth sustains me and each step of my journey. I am safe. And release. All right, so let's do a sun salutation version. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back to plank posture. Now, stay here. Feel your strength. Maybe use the feet to move back and forth a few times. Noticing how the arms are stacking on top of each other to create stability. Maybe lifting one foot off the floor. Stay there. Stay a little bit longer than you want. And then trying the other foot. And then come back to down dog, rest here for a little while, and then place the hands very close to each other. So place the hands close to each other on the chair. Come back into plank posture. Lift one leg, and then shift the weight to the same hand and to lift the opposite hand off the chair, making sure that that chair is stable. If you feel the stability from the chair, then maybe lifting the arm all the way up. Oh. And then bringing the hand back, bringing the foot back, shift to the other side, lift the left leg off the floor. Carefully lifting the right hand just a little bit off the chair. Notice if the chair is stable. If it is, then you can go higher. And then coming back into down dog. Okay, shift the weight to the left. Right knee comes up. Step it forward in between your hands, finding warrior one. Warrior one faces forward. Maybe bringing the arms out to the sides. Arms are reaching out, and now we're going to do something new. Imagine how your feet are not going to move. Imagine how your feet are pulling towards each other without moving. So imagine how your feet are, you could imagine standing on a blanket on the floor that's very slippery. And to be able to stand, you have to pull your feet towards each other. So the right hip goes back, the left hip goes forward and creates stability. This is a lot of work. Stay a little bit longer than you want. And then release, step back to down dog. Shift the weight to the right foot, left knee goes high, step it forward. Release the back heel down, finding warrior one. Hips are facing forward. everything is facing forward. Shoulders, hips, front body. Bring the arms out, going wide, wide, wide. Imagine that you're standing on a blanket that's slippery on the floor, and then pull the feet together. Pull the feet together without moving them from the mat. The left hip goes back, the right hip goes forward, creating stability. This is a lot of work. And then release down, step back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Earth sustains me, and each step of my journey, I am safe. And release. Okay, let's do a step back. Big toes to touch, still slightly apart. Inhale to chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Weight in the left leg, right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you. And then open up the pelvic half for warrior two. Bring up the arms. Gaze goes forward. Same thing. Imagine how you're pulling your feet together. Pulling your feet together without moving them from the mat. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Still trying to pull the feet together. Coming into an extended side angle, elbow to knee, long line on the right side of your body, pulling the feet together, pulling the feet together. Back into warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee. Let the left hand slide down the front leg, finding Trikonasana. Right elbow is pointing up towards the sky. Maybe releasing that arm all the way up. Maybe bringing the gaze up. Rebend the front knee, coming back to warrior two. Now transfer the weight forward, lift the back leg up. Look at that toe. Hold it a little bit longer than you want, building strength. And then come back to standing. All right, other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the right side, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you, open up the pelvic half. Arms go out to the side. Finding warrior two. Pull the feet together without moving them from the mat. A lot of work. It doesn't look like anything. Flip the front hand, reverse, still pulling the feet together, creating stability in the posture. Moving to extended side angle, elbow to knee. So bone to bone there. Long left side of the body, pulling the feet together. Back up to warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee. Let that hand slide down, finding Trikonasana. Left elbow is pointing up towards the sky. Maybe let the arm go up, maybe even the gaze. Inhale back to warrior two. Pull the feet together. Pull the feet together. Now, transfer the weight forward. Forearm on that chair. Lift the back leg. Look at the toe. And then coming back to standing. Okay, let's try three posture. You can always hold on to the chair, or you can do it freestanding. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Hands on your hips, get tall, tall, tall. And then shift the weight to one side. And the other heel comes off the floor. This might be your tree. Or maybe you're lifting the knee off the foot off the earth a little bit. Maybe you bring the knee out and let the toes touch. Or maybe you go into a traditional tree. Maybe that's the tree you'd like to practice today. Or maybe your tree has wide, big branches. Maybe your tree looks like this. Or maybe you want to try this kind of tree. I don't know. Wow. Maybe your tree is in a storm. Eventually, bringing both feet back to earth together. Try the other side. Shift your weight to the other side. The other heel comes off the floor. Maybe turning the knee out here and then stay here. Maybe this is your tree. Maybe from here you want to try growing the branches out. Maybe there's some wind. Or maybe you want to do a different posture, different balancing posture. That's called something different. Maybe you don't like trees at all. Maybe you want to be a dancer. And then eventually finding your way back to standing. Okay, let's come to the chair, hands on the chair, step back a little bit and then let the knees come down on your forearms. And then from here, do some cat-cow movement. So we grew the spine. The spine is tall and strong, and now we need flexibility too. And then eventually coming to stillness, bring your knees a little bit wider, big toes to touch. Let the hips move towards your heels for child's posture. You can keep your arms on the chair, or if you want to, you can bring your forearms down to the floor. Maybe you want to bring your head down to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Hold on to the chair. Move forward. Get the forearms on the chair. Tuck the toes. Engage the core. Lift the knees off and then walk your feet forward. Armpits move towards your feet for dolphin posture. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, bend your knees and then slowly come up to standing. Okay, let's move into the Yoga Nidra part. So you can do it seated. Most people do it laying down. I prefer to have a bolster under my knees this way. And then maybe put, because this gives a release to the lower back. Maybe put the blanket on top. You're going to be still for 25 minutes and the body gets kind of cold. The body is like designed to move. Okay. So the mantra that I've worked with is Earth sustains me and each step of my journey. I am safe. You can choose to do the same or you can do a different one. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. Repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a sacred place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this sacred place, sensing the comforting energy, supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here. It is a part of who you are. Now go inward, deep inside, and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is your heart's deepest longing? What does your heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring your awareness to your belly. Notice your navel center. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your pelvis, hips, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, top of your feet, big toes, first toes, second toes, third toes, and little toes. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Notice your heels. Feel the calves, back of knees, hamstrings. Find back pelvis, front pelvis, hip bones, navel center. Feel both legs. Bring awareness to your sitting bones. Notice your root in between the sitting bones. Lift your awareness from your root to your lower belly, solar plexus, heart space, throat center, midbrain, and crown of your head. Notice back of your head, neck, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, top of your hands, all 10 fingers, palm of your hands, inside of your arms, armpits, shoulders, sense both arms. Bring awareness to your throat center. Notice the back of your tongue, roof of your mouth, teeth. Notice sensation in your mouth, receiving taste. Shift your attention to your ears. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Bring awareness to your nose. Feel the tip of your nose. Notice breath passing through both nostrils. Notice the sensation of inhale, receiving smell. Notice your eyes. Feel your eyes as radiant wisdom, receiving sight. Shift your awareness to your third eye, midbrain. Expand attention to your whole head. Notice the upper part of your body. Now feel the lower part of your body. Shift your awareness to your back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. And now feel your front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg, right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg, left arm and right leg together. Feel your whole body now, all parts together, all together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Now, notice breath from the earth to your root. Inhale from your root to your lower belly. Exhale slowly. Inhale from root to solar plexus. Exhale slowly. Inhale from root to heart space. Exhale slowly. Inhale from root to throat center. Exhale slowly. Inhale from root to midbrain. Exhale slowly. Inhale from root to crown of the head. Exhale slowly. Notice breath moving in your core. Now imagine your body heavy, heavy and sinking into earth. Bones are dense, arms are sinking, legs are stable. Body heavy and sinking. Now imagine your inner core light. Light as fragrance drifting. Inner core light and drifting. Body is heavy, core is light. You sit on a wooden deck. Your feet are bare and the sun has warmed the soil enough for the first flowers to emerge. You lean forward to look closer. You see the color, shape, and all the details of these first flowering plants. You notice the smell. It's time to go. You stand up. You notice the warm deck supporting the soles of your feet. Carefully, you start walking over the weathered deck. The wood is cracked and splinters are an issue. At the end of the deck, you look out over the landscape. Brown and gray, with small islands of color. You leave the wooden deck and move on to a trail of stepping stones. They are placed far from each other. Every step you take, you need to reach forward and jump to safely land on solid ground. You come to a crossroad. Stepping stones are placed in all directions. You stop. Look from side to side. You see nothing. There is a large boulder at the side of the trail. You put your hands on the rough surface. It's warm. You decide to climb the boulder. From here, you see further. One way leads towards the mountains. One way leads down to water. And another way leads into a forest. You wait for guidance. You pick your path and continue the journey. The landscape is flat, but one big tree breaks the horizon. The branches are bare. Like a large skeleton, it spreads up into the sky. The trunk is wide and brown. Halfway, it splits into 3 large limbs. You follow one limb with your eyes. Every now and then, it divides into smaller and smaller branches. At the uttermost part, there is a new green wood growing. You put your arms around the big trunk and give the tree a hug. You smell the bark. The scent is familiar. You look up towards the top of the tree. You reach your hands up and push off from the earth with your feet. Higher and higher you go. The branches get thinner and weaker. And then it happens. A branch breaks and you fall backwards. You spread out your arms and legs. And as you fall, you remember the flowers on the ground. Without fear, you trust Earth to sustain you. Like a thick mattress, the colorful spring flowers receive you and soften the fall. You lay still. The sky is blue and the sun warms your face. Around you are flowers of all colors, shapes, and forms. Each of them sends a different fragrance. You close your eyes and focus on the smell. With practice, you can tell each and every flower apart. The sun is low on the horizon. You sit up to look for a protected resting place. At the base of the tree, you notice an opening. You crawl over and peek in. There, inside the wide trunk, a perfect place for you is waiting. You turn around, pick a few flowers, and crawl into your hiding place. Here, you feel safe. The earth sustains you each step of your journey. You are safe. Now, remember your heart's longing, the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times yourself as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now, begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen up. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your body, your physical body resting on earth. Before moving, just sense your hands. Then wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet, Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. Take a deep breath into your belly and let it go. Slowly roll to your left hand side. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in. Let it go. And bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. The earth sustains you and each step of your journey. You are safe. Bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.